This prelude is very similar to the G sharp minor one. The theme is this, what I call the polypulse, breaking down a beat into either 3 and 2 and putting them together. However, here, unlike in the G sharp minor prelude, the polypulse is much more readily available. There, it was just buried in cryptic harmony and very fast movement, and I think the loopiest part is that there it was basically in a single voice. We quickly switched between 2 and 3. 1 and 2 triplet, 1 and 2 triplet. Here we have separate voices. It's much more clear that one voice is in 3 and one voice is in 2, and they don't quickly switch between the 2 and the 3 as often. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 triplet, 2 triplet, 3 triplet, 4 triplet. Just because it's much more readily available does not mean that it's an easier piece to play or easier to pull off the 3 against 2 polypulse. Polyrhythm. It's still a polypulse. We require here a very, I think the hardest thing is a very clean arpeggio technique, a 5-finger arpeggio technique, very light thumb. You also need very good, clean trills. And again, feeling this pulse, this 3 against 2, making both of the voices separate and alive by themselves, but also blending together, is difficult. It's a pretty difficult thing to do. So in this episode, besides talking a little bit about trill technique, about arpeggio technique, let's talk about how to feel this 3 against 2 polypulse in the context of this piece, and most importantly, how to transition between moments of 3 and moments of 2 in separate voices and in the same voice. I think that's one of the tricks to this prelude. One of the most important things to make it just go off without a hitch is to have very smooth transitions between the different pulses.